Just gotta... Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. This is very... Can you hear me now? No echo or... What is the sound doing exactly? Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, guys, let me know if you can, once we see a few people coming in, let me know if you can at least hear what I'm saying now. We will continue to try to get into World of Warcraft. Okay, looks like we have a good stream quality. No problems with sound according to YouTube. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, so for those of you who are coming into this on a playback, I do want to thank you for stopping in, and I'm sorry but you missed the live stream. Hopefully this live stream is going to be very, very, very good. We do have plans to go over all of the things. And thank you, Pig Eater Pig. Very interesting name, very interesting. If you've not already, please do be sure to subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, guys, I'm starting to believe that that my microphone may be possibly starting to go out on me. I'm hoping that's not the case. It seems to happen. Okay. For some reason, it seems to happen when I start the game. I get the error, telling me that the authentication thing is down. And that seems to be the issue. How many of you have been able to actually get into the game so far and play? Because from what I'm seeing, it seems like a lot of people are having problems getting into the game. I know earlier I guess I could have got into the game earlier, but I didn't want to go into the game until the live stream because I wanted to experience it with you guys firsthand. Now, I am excited about the war mode. War mode is now in effect, and it's going to help people level their characters a lot quicker. Now, for those of you, I've not been able to, well, I've not tried up until about 15-20 minutes ago, so we'll give it a little bit longer, see if I can get in. If not, then we'll go ahead and call the live stream, and unless you guys have some questions or anything of that nature. And Kelly, welcome back. Very good to see you again. Again, anyone who is in live chat right now, go ahead, speak up. Let us know how many we have, who we have, and where you're from. What do you play? Do you play a Horde, Alliance? What kind of character? Personally, I play as my main, a Orc Hunter, and I'm looking forward to going to the Chiropractor and getting to stand upright for once instead of hunched over. Now, War Mode I think is going to be awesome, because War Mode is going to give us the ability to, well, it's going to give us more talents. We're going to have access to the talents now. We don't have to wait until Battle for Ezreal. It's going to give us even more bonus experience, which means if you're already decked out in heirlooms, it's even going to give you more. I totally agree, Pig Eater. It's going to definitely help out a lot. And another great part, not only is it going to give you experience, which is going to help, because like I said, if you're right now on all of my alts that I'm leveling, I have a total of like 65% experience boost, and that's just from heirlooms. Now with the War Mode, it's supposed to give, I believe it's 12% if I'm not mistaken. And if that's the case, I'll be setting right close to 80%. Good to hear, but we also have another hunter in the group. Kelly, what do you play as your hunter? Beastmaster, survival, what do you play? Me, myself, I'm a marksman. I used to play Beastmaster, and I don't know, one of my guild mates talked me into switching over to Marksman, claiming that Marksman was the best for DPS. That was back in Warlords of Draenor, and I've just never switched back. I may just be doing that very shortly, though. Right, so, we get bonus experience, so literally it'll make it to where we can level our alts a lot quicker even right now. So we don't have to wait for that. Also, it's going to give you more gold and more resources if you are War Mode when you go out and do World Quests. So that would start today. That's going to definitely be a very good part too. Now, sadly, hey, William Larson, welcome back. How's it going? We are all waiting and trying to get into the game. It just keeps telling us that they're having issues with the authenticator, I guess. And nobody's been able to get in so far that I know of. But glad to definitely see you here. Again, anyone who's in live chat, speak up, say hello. Well, hello, your boy Slowpoke for the Horde, down with Anduin. Okay, well, I've got to say, Primarily, I play Horde. I do play Alliance occasionally. My goal is to have one of every character max level. So, William, are you was able to log into the game? I am on the U.S. realms, the NA. Unfortunately, I found out, sadly, that EA is not able to play with or battle tag a NA. a very good friend of mine who has been following the channel for some time wanted to battle tag and was not able to. Okay, I just got a comment on one of my videos. Someone wanting to know how I made 259,000 gold in like 17 minutes. If you guys have not seen the video, yeah, it done the same thing to me, William. I never got logged in, actually. It just disconnected me. Now, guys, I am going to check into one thing. We are going to be able to do the social groups. I'm not sure if that will work across different, how that will work. Possibly EA and NA, or EU and NA, will be able to use that. I'm not sure. Hopefully, if it does, we'll be in business, because that would be totally cool to be able to play with each and every one of you, and possibly even get a good raid group going and go at it. How many of you have seen Tactical MP? Great seeing you. I know that this is a... Wow, Kelly. Definitely, that is awesome. Haven't seen the video yet. Saw you in live stream. Did you get the mount, by the way? No, I did not. Sadly, I've done 50 runs. I did make roughly 500, and I believe it was 509,000 gold in those 50 runs. But if you notice the title, it will tell you on the thumbnail 259,000 gold in 17 minutes. I had done 47 runs, and yesterday now, when I logged in, I was going to go ahead and knock out the final 3 runs, and in my first 17 minutes of doing those runs, I got an item that dropped. It was a blue pair of leggings, and that item sells for 250,000 gold. And then I kill a few more things, and I end up getting, in 17 minutes total, it was 259,000 gold in looted item value. So definitely, it's well worth it. If any of you are able to actually get into the game and stay, let me know, and I'll try it again. Right now, I'm trying to keep from trying it over and over, because when I do, apparently for some reason, when I try to go in and I get the error message, apparently it screws with my sound for some reason. I'm still not sure what that's all about. But so far, we are still just waiting, chilling a little bit, talking things over. Have any of you heard about the legacy loot, the way that that's going to work? Because it definitely looks like we are going to get what everybody wants. For those of you who, like me, you like to farm, you like to go and do the older dungeons, the older raids, and you don't want to have to be limited to just what your character can use. Okay, well, Rutger, be glad, because on the NA side, the ones who have got the update have not been able to log in yet. Several people have tried and cannot get logged in at all. So consider yourself lucky on that. But with the legacy, if you're 11 item levels, or 11 levels above For example, you're doing a level 60. If you're 71 or above, you're going to get the loot that an entire group will get. No matter what spec, no matter what. Your boy Slowpoke, I've logged in today successfully twice without getting DC'd. Okay, well, great. Apparently, hopefully, we're going to get this fixed soon. It does say on the breaking news, but they are aware of the issue that's affecting authentication server, which may result in slow or failed login attempt. So, I'll give it a few more minutes and then I'll try. Hopefully, it just works itself out and we'll be able to get in. I'm definitely looking forward to trying out the Tedrasil and Lordaeron thing. Now, I'm not sure how the Tedrasil or Lordaeron part is going to work, because from what I've read on the patch notes, and if any of you have not read the patch notes, definitely you want to go check that out. The patch notes say that they're going to break it up starting the 24th, which would be next week. We will get 3 weekly. Every week we'll get little dribs and drabs added to it. So what we have this week, then each week we'll get a little bit more, leading us up to the dramatic launch on the 14th. How many of you are going to go ahead and try now with the war mode to help you level your alts? I know definitely I will be using it. Also, if any of you have a lot of alts like I do, I'm a, as they say, my name is Hulk and I'm an altaholic. I love having one of everything. But plain and simple, I use right. I use the launch, the invasions, the Legion invasions, now to help me level. For the last 2 days, actually, I have leveled one character all the way to 110. I have another character at 106, I want to say, 105, 106. And then I have another character that is setting at 102. That character gained 2 levels in one evening, just doing the launch, or the invasions rather. Now, if you don't know, go type in, not now of course, you know, because I don't want to have you leave the live stream. But once the live stream ends, go on over and type into Google Legion Invasion Timer. And there's a website that will tell you down to the minute how long it will be on EU, NA, the whole 9 yards, on when the next invasion will be. Try to time it and get there quick. You can take, I've took as high as 5 characters through and done all of the invasions on all 5 characters, and you get massive experience. Yesterday I done one of my characters, and there was 6 invasions up. I done all 6. Each one was good for 62,500 experience. And then there was 4 bonus experiences up. So I done all of those for like 50,000 each, and it helped. What's my thoughts on the stat squish? Personally, I'm crushed, having gone from 13 million to 55k as a bear druid. Well, I've been around enough to know that Blizzard's going to do what they want to do. Okay, they care what we have to say, but they're not going to do what we want always. I'm not happy with it. I'm also not happy with the fact that my item level is going to definitely take a deep dive. I've not logged in yet to see just what my item level was or is now, but I know that the item levels are going to be dramatically lower. But if what we have been told is true, it's not going to be a big deal. If what we have been told is true. Because from what I'm hearing, we are going to have all the same numbers. We're going to be doing the same damage. We're going to be doing the same everything. We're going to basically have the same amount of health because everything in the game has just been lowered. Like our health points may have went down, but so did all the mobs. So it's going to still be the same thing. So personally, I've got used to it. I have. Rutger, I'm leveling a 70 shaman, but shamans are so weak and boring to level in my opinion. I can tell you how to make it a little bit less painful and a whole lot more fun. Spam dungeons, raids, dungeons, and always have your heirlooms on. Other than that, unless you have a lot of gold you want to drop and go out and buy an elixir of rapid mines, then there's really no way of making the shaman level any quicker. Usually when leveling through Legion, I'm gaining levels mainly by invasions, as you said, since doing the same zones yet again is boring and much slower. I've got to say, okay, someone told me about 6 months ago, I guess now, use your level, your Legion invasions. It'll help you level a lot quicker. And I didn't really believe it. I honestly didn't. I thought, maybe it'll help when you're low level, but not when you get bigger or higher level. And I was wrong. It does help a lot. Me, when I'm leveling, I do all the quests I can get, especially the ones that are giving me 20 and 25,000 experience, and then I wait for the invasion. And here's another thing I've found. If you turn in quest during that Legion invasion, and you turn it in that zone, you're going to get more experience. I did not know that until yesterday. But it helps. I went from 961 down to 236. Wow. But yeah, we kill mobs really quickly at the moment. Item squish sucks since Blizz just takes it too far in 1 or 2 expansions. Again, we'll need to. Exactly. I mean, here's my thing. I think they should set up, these people are smart. These people at Blizzard are some of the smartest in the field. Why don't they just set it up to where automatically the system will, let's say Rutger goes online and the system sees, okay, oops, Rutger is getting too powerful. Instead of him hitting this mob for 750 million damage, instead of him having 1 billion health, we're going to now take and work on him. Not do it every expansion or every other expansion, but let the system detect and work it as it goes. That way we don't have all this stuff going on each and every time that you turn around. You know, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Just hit me. What is your opinion about those mini events like Betrayal or Trial of Style? I love them. I absolutely love them. Now, there is one that if I could do it, if I could have 700 characters, I would do it 700 times during the event. I would absolutely just grind on it until I couldn't grind anymore. And that is the what is it? The Call of the Scarab, the one in Silipus. Love it. That is by far my all-time favorite mini holiday. Love it because you can get a lot of experience there as well. I got 1.5 levels just going in and doing the event on one of my characters. So definitely it is well worth it. Anybody having any luck getting into the game without getting kicked out? So far I'm not having any. And I do apologize, guys. I was really wanting to do a live stream and us go in and experience things on the game together, but unfortunately I don't think Blizzard had the same idea. Now, the Trial of Style, I've not got the hang of yet, Rucker. I do it every time it's up. I do it. It's fun, but I've not quite mastered it yet. I do like the one with the air balloon. I can't think of the name of the event, but if I could add a mini holiday event, I would say I would add a event so that you could go back any dungeon you went to, let's say the vanilla ones, any dungeon that you went to would automatically roll back to the original state. Okay, any raid. For example, if you went to Zulgrub over in Stranglethorn Vale, you would see the vanilla version of that. You would see the vanilla version of the raid before it was nuked, back when it was a 40 or 25 man, I believe it was. And you would be able to do that on any dungeon, any raid during that event. That would be my perfect mini holiday event. If you want to win Trial of Style as Horde, make an orc and use the WO voice emote. It makes the orc say Thrall's balls. Okay. Wow. I did not know that. Wow. I definitely will have to try that out. But also, do any of you have any dungeons, any raids, any content that you would like me to make a video on? For example, Rutger a few weeks ago suggested a 50 run of Stratholme, and I done it. And I really am glad I did, because I got like 509,000 gold worth of items to sell. So I was thinking about possibly 500 runs of, like, I don't know, the Iron Dock from W.O.W. Somebody was telling me that they've been having extremely good luck getting very good items out of it. Yes, definitely. The upright orc is now a thing the of the present. As well, if you have blood elves and you want to have a golden eye, go on over to the chiropractor, the barber, the dude that has so many hats that it's not even funny. He can do it all. And he can go ahead and give your blood elf a golden eye. From what I understand, there's a lot of different customizations that have been added. So definitely something that I'm looking forward to getting into. Now, sadly, if you are logging into the pre-patch and you're actually lucky enough to get into it, count yourself lucky first that you're able to get into it without being booted. Every time I try to log in, it won't even let me in. But when you are able to, all of your talent points have now been refunded. So you're going to have to respec if you want to respec to, whatever. For me, I'm very seriously considering going Beastmaster. Because from what I've seen in Battle for Azeroth, Beast Mastery is going to kick butt. Big time. So I'm seriously considering that. That must be cruel, barber removing green blood elves' eyes with golden ones. And in all honesty, I'm looking forward to being able to get my orc upright. He's had so much back pain already. I never had realized that myself, Slowpoke, so I definitely I appreciate that. It'll definitely be something I try out. How many of you would like to, if I start up a social group, how many of you would like to try to join a social group and see if we can actually play together, no matter what realm you're on, whether it be in a EU or what have you? I mean, I think it would be worth trying, worth checking out, personally. What do you guys think about the mole machine racial for Dark Iron Drawers? I love it. I absolutely love it. They said Beastmaster is going to be really good this time, what I hear from. Well, I definitely will get a social group set up. I will start a social group. I'll set up everything, and I'll make a video letting everyone know. That way, everybody here, anybody who comes into the... Wow, I just had a fly try to put my eye out. But anyway, I'll set it up and I'll get out the word on a video so that everybody can get in, and we'll try it. If it works, great. We'll be able to all play together no matter what, then. Pig Eater, I'm going to be honest with you. But Dark Iron Drawers is something that I've always wanted to play. And it makes me want to play the Alliance more than I've ever wanted to play on before. Now, excuse me. Now the Void Elf, I'm not too... I don't know. I'm torn on the Blood Elf. What are your thoughts, guys? HSR 32008 Homeschool. Welcome to the live stream. And please do be sure to hit the subscribe button, guys, if you've not already. Any of you who's not already. And that way we can all, you know, you'll know when I put out new videos, new whatever. I definitely will, William. And I do definitely plan on getting that set up as soon as Blizzard sees fit to let us in. I don't know if you guys have remember back when we had the I believe it was, I want to say Rapid the Lich King. Oh man, we had a horrible launch on that one. Void Elves and Blood Elves can talk to each other because they speak the same language. Really? I did not know that. Wow. And what's everybody's thoughts about the Void Elf? Do you like them? Do you think they're just made up or what? Okay, Tom Sanders, welcome to the channel. Welcome, and please do be sure to subscribe if you've not already. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, because it's not working for anyone, the patch. Homeschool, and I'm going to just use that because it's just easier. I'm going to be honest with you, everybody's trying to get in. I've been trying for almost an hour now. I did not try before that because I didn't want to go in and be tempted and say, oh, well, you know, I can try this. I wanted to experience it live stream with everybody. And now it's not letting me in. Okay, the moose is the master race. I've not tried the Void Elf yet. I do want to, but I've not yet. Partly because I don't have the prerequisites met yet. Oh, definitely. Rapid the Lich King was a freaking nightmare getting into. And if you guys remember, the invasion, but I think it was a pre-launch even, was horrible. I mean, people was going around and infecting other people. People was dying in piles, and literally cities was just full of dead bodies. From the lore side, I dislike Void Elves and feel more of a BS reason, especially since Blood Elves are already low on numbers. Well, that's a very good point. And in all honesty, it's a very good point. How many of you believe there is a very, or any at all, possibility we will see a third race? The reason I think we may is I think the third race would add a common enemy, if you get my train of thought there. The third faction would be sort of like, let's say, all of the outcasts from the Horde and the Alliance. They join together and they make one faction that is just the outcast. Or let's say, for example, I've heard speculation that Arthas would have the be the leader of the third faction. But what do you guys think? Okay, yeah, lore-wise, Void Elves shouldn't exist, but I like them. They're like an emo blood elf. Lost mine for 2 days during that. Hey, I'll be honest, it was a nightmare, and every time I would log in or try to go back to my body and resurrect, I was getting booted off. I mean, or killed instantly, and it didn't matter where you was at. I mean, you could be out in the middle of nowhere, and it was still happening. And I remember what, like the floating citadel above Undercity. It was huge, huge. Arpus is dead, but the new Lich King might be the third faction. Right, definitely, I agree. A lot of people still call the Lich King Arthas, so go figure. I'm going to have to try out the Void Elves a little bit better because you guys are making me want to try them out very quickly. What do you guys think the possibility is, though, of a third faction? Is that something you guys would like to see? Is it something that you just have no interest in? William, I did the same thing. It updated. It started to let me in and then kicked me back out. So let me know if it helps you, if it gets you in, and then I'll give it a try myself. But until it does come up, I'm enjoying just sitting and talking with you guys, getting to know a little bit more about you guys, what you would like to, what you guys are into. Blizzard is really good with their sillies and allied races. Third gank horde and ally. In all honesty, I think the third faction would be extremely well received. They should have given the allied races their own faction, in my opinion. That would have been awesome. That would have been totally freaking awesome to have that third faction and it be allied races. For example, the High Mountain Tauren. Well, you're not going to take the Tauren away from the Horde, so give them their own Horde, or their own Tauren, I would too. I definitely would. My ultimate goal is to see Blizzard give us the ability to do all 50 characters, if we want to do them, on one server. If they would do that, I would be extremely happy, because then I could put all of my characters on one server. I wouldn't have to worry about everything being, different places and never being able to get it all together, That could be awesome. Also, story-wise, allied races done with our constant war. Definitely. I love that train of thought. I think Nightborn are really cool to play and fun as well, but everyone on the Alliance side got upset and was mad. I don't know if the Draenor Orcs will ever go for the Alliance. I'm just not sure where they'll go, to be honest with you. Has anybody confirmed what side they're going on? Like, anybody heard anything from Blizzard? Well, Kelly, I've come to a conclusion. I have come to a conclusion that no matter what, if you're on the Horde side and you get something nice, you get a race, an allied race, you get something, a mount that you love or whatever, there's going to be somebody on the Alliance that's going to bitch about it. There's going to be somebody on the Alliance that whines and cries about it, wanting more. They're wanting better than what you got. Okay? If you are on the Alliance and you get something, there's going to be people on the Horde that's going to do the same thing. So, I did a video on the biased, you know, people being biased, because, as I said in the video, the grass is always greener on the other side. The other side gets it, you want it, kind of thing. Magheart Orcs are going to be with the Horde, whereas the Dark Irons will be with the Alliance. Allies get the Kultirans and the Horde get the Maghearts. Just like Zandalari are going to be Horde and Kultirans are going to be Alliance. You know, that's one race tactical that I've never been able to wrap my hands around or sink my teeth into, as they say, is the Worgen. They're cool. I love the graphics and the story behind them, but I don't know. For me, I get it just gets aggravating trying to get out of the damn starting zone. I mean, it just drives you crazy. Zombie Land Gaming, welcome to the channel, and please do be sure to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Well, let's not forget that the Allies are still butt hurt because Deathwing made a toilet out of Stormwind. Very original statement. But out of all, if you could have one allied race, any race in the game, what would the one allied race that you would want be? Any of them. I mean, it don't matter if it's one, but everybody says should go for the Alliance and you're on the Horde. Any race in the game, if you could make it an allied race, what would it be? And why? Oh, completely having to be quest locked to a zone is horrible. Centaur. Okay, Rucker, why did you pick the Centaur? For me, I would have to say I would like one of the dragon aspects. One of the dragon aspects. I would like the red or the black dragon aspects. Just personally, because I think they would be cool. Okay, you could turn into a dragon, fly off. You could turn into a dragon and scorch anything around you. Step on them, whatever. You could turn into a human or what have you. Let's say if you're human form, like Alex Straza, and go from there. But what, you know, that's just my personal thoughts there. I'd pick Magheart Orc, and we're getting them. Definitely Slowpoke. I'm looking forward to that one myself. Now, I have heard some people say Magheart Orcs are not meaning the orc from W.O.W. But from what I understood from Ian in one of the Q&As that they did, that is exactly what they're talking about, is the W.O.W. version of the Magheart Orc. Because I'm an Orc Master race kind of person. I love Grom, Thrall, Garrosh. Okay, just to watch Blizz, what they can do with a race. That's best in slot part. I hope they'll make Gilneas a normal city at some point in the game, such a gorgeous zone is basically unused since Cataclysm. You know, you got a very good point, and I would like to see them go back and revisit the old towns like Orgrimmar, Stormwind, and so on, and give them a little bit of love, upgrade them a little bit, because God knows they have totally been overlooked in a lot of ways. They're wild orcs, but from before they drank the demon blood. I wouldn't want the vampire elf is... You know, and I've seen a lot of people complain, you know, and some people want it. Me personally, I do not want a vampire in World of Warcraft. To me, that would be just a wee bit too much. And it's just not something I would want. For the third faction of the Scourge, make them like Ceramar. For the third faction of the Scourge. You know, I would like to see the Scourge... how to put this? I would like to see an event and race come out, sort of like the event that we had back in Wrath of the Lich King. And yes, I agree. Make the city something like Ceramar. I do definitely agree. And they do. They've overlooked a lot of the capital cities, and they definitely need a remake. Stormwind had gotten a minor upgrade from Antorus release, and they at least have a garden again. But, you know, if you look at the cities like Dalaran, Ceramar, there's so much that they could add, so much they could do to make these cities better. You know, they just are. At the moment, I feel that Stormwind is a real city. You know, here's my thing. I would love to see them go back and revisit the starting zones as well. For example, if Darnassus is getting a remodel. Darnassus, like I said, I play primarily Horde, but Darnassus, wouldn't they be like totally screwed when the tree burns, or am I overlooking something? Those should be capitals, because Malfurion plays with matches. You know, guys, I'm looking forward to, and I don't know about you, but I am looking forward to, in a huge way, to finding out who did burn Tedrassil and why. I've seen people say it was the Alliance in order to keep it out of the Horde's hands. I've heard people say that it was the Horde to keep the Azerite that was in the tree out of the Alliance hands. I've heard people say, and even I have speculated, that it's a third party. You know, kind of like Rappion. You know, he turns into the dragon, torches the tree, makes a big tiki torch out of it, you know. You're correct. Darnassus is also surrounded by the tree and will ignite all of those fleeing elves. Pleases Garrosh. My question is this. Where are they going? Where will they have as a home? Okay. All of the blood elves, or night elves rather, are going to be homeless. Where are they going to call home? I believe that Old Gods will be a huge part of this expansion. Definitely. Silver Moon is another pretty city. They should be, should put more... Right. Yeah, I mean, you can't... You go there and you're grounded. You're on a ground mount again. And to me, I enjoy flying. I enjoy flying. If I had my way of doing it, I would never use a ground mount again. You know, I think Stormwind would be a good city for Ville. Exodar would also be a good one. The elves with the goat people, you know, kind of thing. Moonglade would... Moonglade is neutral. I mean, you know, it's for the Horde and the Alliance as long as you are a druid, you know. So I think that would work. Both Blood Elves and Drena zones need an update badly. Feels weird to make a Drena and see your ship just still just crashed. I totally agree. I think that this is just my thoughts. I think instead of so many patches and, you know, going in and adding things for the new content, I think they should do one patch and make it nothing but be about the older content. Because if they don't, the new players who are coming in, they're seeing all of this outdated stuff. They're seeing crap that has not been updated since 2004. They're seeing all of this stuff that is just out of date. So, you know, a lot of your new people will not stay around. They will leave. Why? Because they're like, well, you know, the graphics is not the best, so I'm just going elsewhere. But, and they don't even make it to see the graphics in the new content. So, you know, update. Maybe Gilneas, since the elves took Gilnean refugees earlier in Cataclysm. That would be a good choice. That definitely would be a good choice. Has anybody had any luck getting logged in yet? Because so far I'm not having any luck at all. So far I'm having absolutely none. Now, here's another question on the flip side of that. What about the undead? Where will the undead go? Because obviously the undead, I mean, they could go to Orgrimmar, but I don't know that that would work out. I'm just hoping they do something with this city at this point. Okay, thank you, Tactical. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, Blizzard's definitely putting a cramp in my style here with my live stream tonight. I definitely had some plans, and, you know, now this is happening. The undead going to Silvermoon. That would be a very good one. Now, here's a place that I had thought about. Okay, we have this big hulking, and I cannot think of the name of it, over in the Arathi Highlands. We all go there usually, and we kill a bunch of ghosts and other crap, and it's like I can't think of the name of it though. It looks like a big city. I mean, big brick walls and stuff over in the Arathi Highlands. I cannot think of the name of it though. So that would be a good place. Send the undead there. Bring a little bit more life into the Arathi Highlands. And guys, I'm just going to go ahead and give you a little heads up now. When the game does go live, when the Battle for Azeroth does go live, I am planning. Now let's see what. I know it falls on a Tuesday, so I will be doing somewhere in Blizz HQ. See Hulk Gaming Bear. Make sure he can't log in during the pre-patch. Evil Latham. If one Fan Fury or Fury standing up undead aren't going anywhere, if the Valkyrie have been raising the dead, the whole underground of the city is full of the undead. You know, that would be a very, very good thing. Definitely. I mean, that would be a good point. Stormguard, right? Exactly. Stormguard. Yeah, Stormguard Keep. I think that would be a very good one. Yeah, it's a war front. I hadn't thought about that. Not at all. But very good point. But what I was going to say, when Battle for Azeroth goes live on the 14th of August, knock on wood, hope and pray that we can all get logged in. If all goes well, I will be doing a 24-hour or as long as I can live stream. Okay, we will be doing a live stream. It may be 24 hours, it may be 18 hours, it may be 12 hours. I don't know. But I am going to do a live stream as long as I can possibly stand it. Okay, and we are going to do as much leveling. I'm going to pick one character, and I'm going to do all I can to get to level as far as I can. Hopefully 120. I highly doubt that I'll hit 120 in one day. But, you know, I am going to see just how far I can get on the 14th. You know, here's an idea, and Jay Pedro, thank you for joining us, and please, if you've not already, be sure to go ahead and click on the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. What about Stratholme, guys? Stratholme is a huge city. I mean, for God's sake, it's 2 different dungeons. Why not send the undead to the Stratholme? The 14th is going to be horrible for leveling. Everyone's going to be competing for the same quest mobs. At least it won't be as bad as Legion's pre-patch. All of the demon hunters in their starting zone. Well, guys, do you think it'd be better to have this live stream that I'm talking about on the 15th? That way everybody is able to at least get in. Hopefully any of the crap is going to be you know, messed up there. And Jay Pedro, thank you for sponsoring the channel. I greatly appreciate that. And my friend, if there's anything that you would like to see a video about, anything you want to see at all, let me know. I greatly appreciate it. Aren't there still remaining Scourge forces in Stratholme? There are, but I could see them going in, destroying it. You know, I mean, you're wiping it out, purging it, and making it a home for the undead. I definitely could see that. And Jay Pedro, and if I'm mispronouncing your name, I do apologize. I definitely appreciate it. You are the first sponsor, and I will be doing, what I'm going to start doing is, as we get more and more sponsors, at the end of each video, I'm going to start putting up like a closing credits, and the name of all my sponsors, or anyone who has done a super chat or anything of that nature, will be listed there. So definitely yours will be in that list, and again, I do appreciate it. 100% your choice. I likely won't make it, as I'll be trying to rush to 120 in my guild's your guild's off tank. Wow. Tanking is something that I just don't, I don't know. It's never been my thing. Jay, if I could tell you how to log in, man, I would tell you in a heartbeat, because I want to get into the game so bad myself right now that it's not even funny. But Blizzard is apparently not cooperating at all. They are not letting people in. I've tried multiple times, and every time I try, it drops. This message saying the authenticator is down, they are aware of the issue, so on and so on. But, wow. Definitely, again, anytime any of you have a video that you want to see done, or you have a question or a comment, let me know. Jay, I play both. I play Horde, primarily, and I play an Alliance, more or less. For example, I will be playing an Alliance quite a bit going forward, because I want to play the Dark Iron Drawers. But primarily, I play an Orc Hunter by the name of Renegade Hawk on the server Thrall. Now, if you are on the NA servers, let me type out the battle tag. I believe this is it. Anybody who is on NA, please do feel free to battle tag me. I'll definitely accept as soon as I can get in. Sadly, if you're on EU or Oceanic, you won't be able to battle tag it at this time. I'm hoping they fix that. Right now, I main a Orc Hunter. Great. How do you like the Nightborn? Is it something that you're enjoying pretty good, or is it one of those that you started out, you played the Nightborn, and then you just kind of settled into it, kind of thing? And guys, a lot of people have been making comments about the profession guides that I've put up. Okay, and I'm in the process currently of redoing all of my profession guides, and I'm going to do them so that they are all 110% evergreen. Now, by that, what I mean, they will work for you as on current content, Battle for Azeroth, Legion, even back in Classic WoW. So all of the guides will work on all content. It is going to be a little bit of time to get that done, but I am upgrading that. My wife is doing great. My father-in-law is doing good. He actually, sadly, we got news that he is going to have to go back in for another procedure. And we do have to have him at the hospital on tactical. Welcome to Battle Tag. We are going to have him back into the hospital on the Friday at 7 a.m. to go in. Sadly, they found that he had cancer. The doctor, welcome. And they found out that he had cancer. They thought they got it all a few days, well, back last week when last Thursday. But apparently they didn't. They found some more, and we're going to be going in on Friday to get that out. Jay, I love it, except the shoulders were too big in Legion. They made them smaller in BFA. Good. But the one set of shoulders I've wanted ever since Mr. Pandaria, and I still have not got the darn things. I want the shoulders off a garrosh. You know, the ones that look like the big tree trunk. You know? So, I want that. And I've still not got it. And I farm that place weekly. And still, to this day, have not got it. Well, Rucker, the good news is they found it very early. So, they are 99% positive that they are going to be able to get it all this time. So, okay. Well, Rucker, we will definitely be here. And thank you, Jay, with that. Wow. I'm still blown away, you know, with the... I mean, we've been live streaming here for an hour and 21 minutes, and the game is still not up. You know, that's just blowing my mind. Well, thank you, Tactical, and keep me informed, my friend. I do appreciate it. I will say one thing. A lot of people, I got a very hurtful comment. Thank you, Slowpoke. I just did get it. Okay, got you. And I did get a very hurtful comment on William. I do apologize for your loss, man. My condolences greatly. I do understand. I've lost quite a few family members myself to cancer. Usually in my family it's cancer or heart attacks. New animated shorts before the BFA. I watch them all. I do. Thank you, Slowpoke. I do greatly appreciate that. But I did get a very hurtful comment on one of my videos. There was a comment a couple days ago where someone said that my videos stink because my graphics card stinks, that I need to get a better computer and all of this stuff. And, you know, he goes on to say, I know you make money with YouTube. Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie. You know, I make a few dollars here and there, you know. So far, my channel is not huge like some. You know, I'm no Bellular. I've not got that many subscribers. You know, I'm gaining and I'm growing, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you. I really am. And, you know, yeah, haters. But, you know, here's the thing. As I told this person, each and every time, if I get $100 givered and it's not coming out of anything that I have to have for my family. You know, I've got a wife. I don't have any children at the moment, but I do have a wife, and I have 2 kittens, which are in the other room asleep right now. But any and all money that I get that I don't have to use for my family is going in a what I'm going to call a piggy bank, and will be used to upgrade my computer when I have enough. But, you know, it's very hurtful for these people to come up and say all that when they have no idea, you know. A lot of them have never even made a video at all, but yet they want to hate on the ones that do. So, you know, it is what it is. But also, how many of you are ones that a spider and a cat? Wow. Family comes first, always. Definitely. How many of you do farm the older content? For example, you know, strat homes, scullaments, you know, things of that nature. Because I have definitely, I've always been one who, I love to farm the older content. Um, Hopefully, going forward, I'll be able to go back and farm some of the content in WOD, but I've not been able to yet by myself, and go forward with it. I love farming old content. You get a lot of gold out of it. I mean, you really do. Um, that's a great idea. I think I will set up a one day out of the week on the game and on the channel where I farm older content and my videos are about those farms. Very good idea, Jay. I'll look into that. Anexia, ICC, Stone Core, Vortex. Used to farm iron docks for iron scraps. I farm ZG all the time and others as well. Sometime for mounts, I got. Oh yeah, I won't, and I don't know if I'll ever get it. I want Invincible. That is the mount that I want. I want Invincible. Now, how many of you are going to try to get, and hopefully, and I don't want you guys thinking I'm just, looking to the side here, but right now I got two screens. I've got one that has my game on it and one that has the live chat on it, so I can see it a little bit more easier. And, so it's just, that's why I keep looking to the side. But how many of you plan on trying to get the 5 million gold mount? There's a site that someone made that gives the gold value of each thing for farming. Wow. Zombie, if you could, by all means, post that in the, send me a message or send me an email. My email is connectwithhulkgaming@gmail.com, or Hulk or Renegade Hulk Z. I don't know why I put the Z. It's just something I guess typo. Renegade Hulk Z @gmail.com. I'll spend $500 to get it. That's for sure. I've been trying to get Invincible range since Rapid the Lich King. Me and you too, buddy. I'm right there with you, and so far I've not got it. And here's the thing. I just recently, I did a paid character race change. My orc, or my hunter, was my orc, and it still, I don't think about it half the time. My hunter was my orc. Now my my hunter is a goblin, and here's the reason. I went goblin because if I get the mount, the 5 million gold mount, which I will get sooner or later, I'm definitely closing in on that amount. You have your auctioneer on the mount. Okay. My hunter is a engineer, which means I can drop a mailbox. I can also, as a goblin, open up my personal bank as well as my guild bank on any character. So literally, with my hunter, I can open up my personal bank, my guild bank, my mailbox, and my auctioneer, all if I have that mount. So I can put anything up on the auction anytime, anywhere. What's my favorite hunter pet? I cannot remember the name of it, but it comes from up in Winter Springs. It's a white tiger. I can't remember the name of it. But it was a white tiger, and I renamed it. You know, I named it, and I can't remember the name of it. But I like tigers, bears, dinosaurs. Love dinosaurs. I absolutely love them. There's also a toy mailbox that's from the Lost Mail quest line. Yes, I definitely have it as well. Have you done the Lost Mail quest yet? I did, and I have a video up of it. So, you know, that's something to look at as well if you have not done it yet. That's what I meant, pig, the mailbox pet. I think the pet is, what is it, Melemental or something of that nature? Frost Saber, exactly, Jay, exactly. That's the one. I love that the white tiger look. And Jay, what do you what do you play as your main? And everybody, I mean, what are you all playing as a main? And are you staying with the character that you had prior to BFA going, you know, coming up, or are you changing your main and going with something else? Personally, I am going to go into this with two mains, I guess you could say. I'm going into it with my warrior as my secondary main, my main alt, if you will, and my main will still be my hunter. Did Frost Sabers get a high definition makeover? You know, right now I don't play a marksman, or I play marksman, not beastmaster, but I do believe they did. I definitely think they did. So that in itself is a huge thing. And I will tell you, I do have one little tip for you guys that will make you a lot of gold, and you can go ahead and get that done when 1st of August comes around. Go ahead and go on over to Dark Moon Fair, go to the auction first and buy your fish. Dagger Maul, I think they're called Dagger Maul fish or whatever. Buy 500 of those, take them, or buy 100 of those rather. You can buy 600 and get your amount as well. Buy 600, take 500 of them and go buy your mount. It's a water mount that goes underwater. And take the 100 and buy the, I think it's called the waterlogged note or grounded note, drenched note, something like that. And it's a map, and it'll send you on these little things to do, and you'll get a lot of tickets. I think it's like 100 Dark Moon Fair tickets. Go from there and just start using your Dark Moon Fair tickets, gathering them up, and buy the replica gear. The replica gear sells for a lot of gold. I got almost 1 million gold in like, I think it was 2 days. Okay, I play mostly a blood elf or a human ret pally. I would still need to be next to a mailbox because I have close to 3K auctions to post. Oh wow, you're hardcore on the auction house. Worgen Frost Death Knight since WOD, but I've switched to Moose Guardian Druid 2 months ago. How's that working out for you? Are you enjoying that? It's called the Dark Moonscape. Exactly, that's the mount I'm talking about. Nightborn Arcane Mage. Uh, the, they are rare. People always give me props for getting him to 110. I've had a mage since Burning Crusades. It's a Blood Elf mage, and in all honesty, I love to play the mage. Um, After a while, I do take a break and I'll start playing something else. But my only thing I have against, or not against, but my only thing with being a mage is, back in the day, people would get you to come join the raid group or the party, whatever, get you to make up all of these, but that was back in the day when you had to conjure the food and the mana and all this, and the water. And you would stand outside and you would conjure all this up, and people would come over, you're ready and you're thinking you're getting to go in, and all of a sudden everybody's coming over and trading with you. Oh, give me so much water, give me so much food, and so on. And then the second that they all get what they need, boom, you get kicked from the group, you get replaced by someone else, and if you're in a guild like I was back in the day, you get told, if you want to go ahead and log on to a different character, go ahead. But for now, leave your mage outside in case we need more food and water. So I don't know. I love playing a mage. I love being able to freeze things and so on. They do massive damage. Getting pets back for marksman and BFA is pretty nice. I did not know that we was getting pets back as marksman. Wow. Yeah, I know, but we now place a table, which is pretty cool. I mean, it really is. For me, I guess back in the day, I didn't like being used as a vending machine. That's just the way it was. But I didn't know, Jay, that we was getting pets back. Thank you for telling me. I mean, I had no idea. Yeah, totally. Druids is such an all-rounded and comfortable place to play. And after being a bear, protecting your allies is nice feeling. Definitely. I did play a druid back in, I want to say Cataclysm. I played a druid for roughly, all of Cataclysm and part of Mist of Pandaria. And I'll be honest with you, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's been a while since I played my druid. Now, does a druid dismount when they run up? Let's say they're picking an herb, or they're doing a interacting with something. They're mining or whatever. Because I know what we used to, and someone was telling me that they changed that all now. But definitely, and I got to say, some of you guys have some of the most original names. Your boy Slowpoke, I mean, that's a very original name. Pig Eater, definitely original, and some of these names are just very, very interesting. Not if in travel form. Okay. So, for example, let's say I swoop in, excuse me. I'm in travel form, or I'm in flight form. Would I dismount in flight form, or would I still be able to stay turned into flight form? Oh, definitely. I loved playing my druid back in Cataclysm. It, but druid is such a versatile class. I mean, for God's sake, you can do massive damage. You know, you literally can crank out the damage beyond compare. You really can. And one of my best friends on the game back in vanilla, and he's left the game now. Cool. Stay as a bird. Oh wow. I may just I may just have to start playing my druid more. But one of my best friends, me and him came up in vanilla together. Met when he was level 30 and I was level 32, and we started playing together at that point, and we played all the way up and together up until he quit back in about midway of WOD, when we was having the content drought, and he quit, and from what I understand, he may be coming back. What do you guys think, or when do you guys think we'll see the classic WoW servers? Oh wow, you can eat and drink while in travel form? Wow. They have done some changes with the druid ban. If I had to bet, I would say, now this is just my personal opinion, I would say we will get classic servers about 8 to 9 months after Battle for Azeroth opens. So I'm going to bet on probably around May or June of next year. And the reason I say that is that way it keeps everything fresh. People, if they are starting to get bored with Battle for Azeroth, which I don't see how that's possible, we have so much to do in Battle for Azeroth. It ain't even funny. I mean, we got so much to do. But I think that's when we'll be getting classic. Jay, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going back and doing some of the stuff that we can't do now because of all the changes. For example, Zulgrub, the raid instead of the 5-man dungeon. Okay. I'm also glad that I did the Guardian Mage Tower before pre-patch for that sweet bear form looking like one from Diablo. Cool. Fun fact, if you light a campfire underneath yourself or another druid while you or they are in a treant form, you'll light on fire like Tedrasil. And no, I'm not kidding. Cool. I'll have to check that out. That's definitely worth looking into. But every time somebody says Tedrasil, my mind goes back to the one burning question: who set the tree on fire? Who was it? I mean, personally, I do not want to think that it was the Horde. I don't, because I've played the Horde primarily for so long, and I don't want to think that it was Sylvanas, and the Horde going and burning the tree down. I don't. Nostalgia is bad. Those good memories are best kept as a memory. Classic is only going to ruin those. You may be right. Excuse me. You may be right, Jay. And I'm hoping that it don't. But you may very well be right. Yeah, definitely a burning question, Pig Eater. But it may be Sylvanas. personally, like I said, I'm hoping, but it's not. Now, I could see, if you guys have looked at a picture of Sylvanas and the big tree, you know, where it's burning, Tedros Hill, you're seeing it off into the distance. Did you notice the tree is glimmering? It's got like a little glimmer to it, almost like azurite is in the tree. I'm wondering if the tree was not burned in order to keep people from, or more or less to keep it out of the hands of the Alliance, or if it was not the Horde and it was somebody else, to keep it out of the hands of the Horde and the Alliance. Now, you know, I've heard some people say that the Alliance was the one burned it. I guess we'll find out. Also, if you're in moon conform, if you fall, you get a slow fall by flapping your wings. Wow, I didn't know that. I'm guessing either the Alliance did it to make sure it didn't fall into the Horde's grasp or goblins going against orders. Very, very good point. In my opinion, Classic will fail. It's all about discovering how and what to do. But I've seen many guides telling you where best to level and what class or spec to avoid. Got to charge up my phone some and get some sleep. Thanks for the chill stream, and see you later. Pig Eater, always a pleasure, and hopefully we'll see you next. Hopefully I'll be doing another one on Saturday if all goes well, and hopefully I'll see you there. If not, every Saturday, the only way I would not be here is if something happened, like my father-in-law is still in the hospital or whatever. Then I wouldn't be. But other than that, I will be here on Saturday. William Larson, are you leaving too, or are you just saying goodbye to Pig Eater? Maybe Jen Greymane does it to push the Alliance to war against the Horde, specifically against Sylvanas. The Worgen are hold up there too. You know, that's a very good scenario, Jay. It very well could be Jen Greymane, and I had thought about him for a while because he's always wanted to go to war. He's wanted to go to war against Sylvanas, and with just cause. Sylvanas was the one who, killed his son. So it definitely could be Greymane. So, what are your first of all, anybody else having any luck getting in? Because I'm not so far. And I don't think the game is coming on today. Well, I was hoping, guys. I definitely was. I'm looking forward to getting into this game and just checking things out for myself. And I know a lot of people would say, well, you had access to beta. You had access to alpha. And I did. But does it sound crazy to say that I didn't play beta very much? Does it sound crazy to say that I did that because I wanted to be able to experience as much of it as possible, firsthand? Okay, no luck. I'm going to play some DOTA. Jay, I do want to thank you again for the sponsorship. I do appreciate it. Real question is your orc straight backed or hunched? All of my orcs will be straight back, at least for now. It's something different, something new, something to try out. If you're having trouble getting into live servers, you could probably get onto the beta easily since you have access. It's still available. Same, I only played beta 3 times. I didn't want to get burned out on the BFA release. Exactly. Actually, I've tried to get into beta just a few moments ago, and it won't let me in either. I think it's the authentic. Well, it says, but it's the authentication server that's, you know, screwing up more or less. Played beta once, trying to avoid major and medium spoilers. Sadly, guys, when we go in this time and we are able to log back in, we won't be able to have our artifact weapons. We'll have the weapons, but just know the powers will be gone. Never touched beta. I wanted to keep it all fresh and new. Surprisingly, a lot of people that was granted beta access felt the same way. Yeah, the raid boss of a login screen. Oh, definitely. How do you guys like the new login screen? I think it's pretty cool. And definitely, guys, I'm going to give it a few more minutes, probably about another 10 minutes. And then I'm going to probably call the live stream for the evening. If all goes well, I may have another live stream tomorrow. Once everything gets back up and Blizzard finally gets it fixed and we're able to get in. But not for right now. We are going to give it a little bit longer and see what happens. Elevators and login screens, 2 hardest bosses in WoW. You know, how many of you remember Undercity dying to the elevator? You get in, the elevator just whoop, disappears and gone. Okay, you're in. Let me try it. And guys, the last few times I've tried, the sound screwed up. So if it does, I will work on it and I'll get it fixed. But here we go. We're going to try this out. If I get in, then I'll take down the picture and put up the game. Let me know, please, if the sound stops working. Okay, so far it says I'm logging in. I really enjoy your stream and I really love your videos. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. Okay, you're running a new version of the game and have interface modifications, which are out of date. Disabling them is recommended. I'll disable them now in order to go ahead and get into the game. Now, Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me at all now? Darn. Okay, on my end it shows the sound is working and... Darn it. Okay, you can hear me now? Okay, so I'm not sure. I don't understand this. I bring the game up. First of all, it done the same thing on me. I had like 4 minutes till reset. But I'm not sure what would be making when the game comes up, my sound goes out on live stream. So I'm totally going to have to take a look at that. I'm definitely going to need to look into that. So I don't understand it. Anybody here that may have a suggestion on what could be causing it at all? Was walking a guard round and suddenly I hear you through my earpiece. Yeah. Well, I'm just glad I got it fixed. But oddly enough, I totally shut the game down. The only thing I have up right now is the game launcher, and now I have sound. But guaranteed, if I start the game back, it's going to take my sound out. Anybody got an idea about why that would be? Because I have absolutely no idea. I'm still new in a lot of ways to the live streaming thing. So I don't know. I do have a friend who live streams all the time. He does a lot of live streams for telling people how to grow their channels, kind of thing. And I'll talk to him and see if maybe he can help me figure it out. But guys, I will be doing a live stream tomorrow evening as well. Okay, tomorrow evening as well. I'll be starting at around, I'm going to say as close to 8 o'clock as possible. Possibly maybe a few minutes early or a few minutes late, depending upon what's going on here in real life. Like I said, my father-in-law's been pretty bad, pretty sick, and a lot of times I don't make it as early as I would like. Because you need Blizz live streaming services now for only $30 in the Blizz store. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. I'm heading to the store to take a look at this, because if that's the case, man, they're going to screw a lot of people up. Are you kidding me? Jeez. Okay. Okay, thank goodness. Don't give me a heart attack. I mean, that would just be my luck. That would just be my luck. But no, I mean, I'm really confused as to why this is happening. But, well, there's no need in me trying to do a live stream until I get that fixed. So, but I will be doing a live stream tomorrow. Even if I don't get this fixed, I'll be coming on like I am today. And we'll be talking some more. If I do get it fixed, then we'll be doing a lot more. Yeah, it would. It would. That would be definitely something that I could see Blizzard doing. But as of right now, my plans are tomorrow I'll be putting out another video. I'll also be doing a live stream. Thursday I will not be on the game at all because my father-in-law has to be. We have to leave and take him to the hospital where he's going, which is like 3 hours away. And with that being said, we have to leave the night before, or either leave at like midnight or so, in order to get him there in time, early enough for the procedure, because they want him there at like 5 a.m. That way they can go ahead and get all the pre-registration crap out of the way, and then by 7 o'clock they want him in the OR, where they can go ahead and do the procedure and hopefully go ahead and get all of the cancer this time. But Jay, are you still with us? I'm glad. I really am glad that that they are taking them all down to do an update, and maybe it'll get fixed. Understandable if you get home, then want to chill out or spend time with your father and wife. Well, here's my thing. My wife has her thing for more or less chill time is reading the book. Okay. And I do appreciate all the well wishes, guys. It does mean a lot. My wife's thing is reading the book. She loves to read a book. She more or less says that when she reads the book, she goes to where the book has taken her, and that's where she's at. It's her way of chilling out. Me, my way of chilling out is getting on the game, playing the game, talking to you guys, getting to know more about you guys and stuff of that nature. So if I'm home on Saturday, you better believe I'll be in front of this computer and we'll be playing World of Warcraft, and we will be live streaming. But if not, then next week I'll do 2 live streams or whatever. You know, it's just a process. Now, like I said, for those of you who may not remember or may not have been here earlier, we will be doing a, well, I'm going to say a 24-hour live stream. Hopefully I can make it 24 hours on the 14th when Battle for Azeroth goes live. Has your wife ever sat in a room reading while you're gaming in the same room? All the time. All the time. Right now, if you notice, it looks like I'm in the background here. And if you notice, it looks like my shirt, well, here, is disappearing. Part of it. That's because I have a green screen. Behind me here is a green screen. And it makes me blend in. Oh, wow. All of them are offline. Gee whiz. But me and my wife, a lot of times, she'll be just on the other side of the screen talking on the, or not talking on the phone, but talking on the internet with her sister, or reading the book, or whatever. Your boy Slowpoke, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining us. If, like I said, if you've not already, and I believe you said you did, but if you've not already, please do go ahead and subscribe. That way you are up and updated on everything. Good night, your boy, and thanks for the throw, or for the whoa. Definitely, I'll be using that one. I had no idea it does that. I'm going to have to start toying around with all of the emotes and see what it does. I may make a video series about it. I don't know. But guys, I think I'm going to... We've been going steady for 2 hours and 12 minutes now. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Go ahead and get some background on my other videos. Hit the bell to know when he is live. Yes, definitely, definitely. I do appreciate all of the... I do appreciate that, definitely. And tomorrow, guys, I will be going live. I do appreciate you all. And tell all your friends. Like I said, I do definitely appreciate every minute that you guys spend with me. I like getting to know people, you know. So until tomorrow, you guys have a good one. Hopefully we'll be able to log in soon. And you guys have a good evening.